Okay, so we've got 5 minutes to go now until Team 12. That is the Robotic Rams, and Team 1, that's the Robotics Wizards, are up at competition tables. In other things, Team 2, that's the Brick Bosses. You're in Robot Design in room 210. And Team 10, the Scarsdale Raiders, are in room 212 for courthouse.
5 minutes, okay?
Wait until the cut on his foot. No. We got the pen and we have to pick the robot up. Still more points. Yeah. We only get 9 points for the pen. Yeah, we only get about 7. No, it's still 9 plus. So like, you got this. You just act like this. And then like, That's 4 minutes. Oh, that should be up. No, we have extra time later too. Once I get
If the Robotics Wizards are here, you are up at the table. So, come down now.
Robotics Wizards. So for our robot, we try to make it as simple as possible. We didn't add too many attachments because then it would be too bulky to fit in the tight spaces for our missions.
Alright, as Rebecca said before, we wanted to make the attachments as simple as possible so they can carry out their tasks. So basically we have this front wall that's meant to carry the shark tank, a gyro sensor and a light sensor. Then we have this arm over here that's meant to carry the bee, a wall on the back that's solely for alignment. And now I'll pass it on to Nathaniel so we can go more into depth about it.
When we were making our attachments, we wanted them to be minimalistic and easy to detach. So if we're at base and we want to change attachments, we can change them easily. With the arm, we want to make it long enough for the beehive so we could put the bee on the hive without it falling off. And we want to make sure that the attachments that we built could do as many missions as possible so we didn't have to constantly change them. Now we'll tell you about how we got to our design and the sensors.
So the way we got to this design was initially we had 6 different robots, and each was designed to do a specific mission. Eventually then we agreed upon one robot design that would perform all of the missions, and we made 3 identical robots with 3 sets of attachments, and out of those 3 we chose just one.
Okay, so programming was very vital for us, and like Will mentioned and all the other members mentioned, the gyro was a very big help because when our robot was thrown off center, we used the gyro to fix it, and also turns around the mat were also used by the gyro, and the light sensor was also very important because it helped us detect lines to make the correct type of turns. It'll work now.
It's a little off.
Yeah, it's
Off.
Pick up the arm.
and then we have a program to follow the line. We detect that line and lift that up. Wait, stop it now. And we have to
So, how did you do your strategy? How did you start at the beginning of the season?
We started by coming up with potential missions that we could do and paths for the robot to take. And as we saw each other's ideas, we combined them and we got to where we are now.
So you tell the robot is in trouble, right? Which mission is more trouble? How do you know?
Well, everything else works, but whenever the light sensor doesn't correctly read this, it's trouble.
Yeah, I'm interested in the process. Do you have a process to keep track of
To
trouble?
fix it, we
Not to fix, to keep track of trouble.
keep track of trouble. We had charts to show, like, first we had a gyro sensor wasn't working, and we like made a program to fix it. And whenever the program doesn't specifically work, we use that program to fix and align it.
Another thing that I've kind of learned today is that what is one of the best things that you can have is not necessarily a big robot, but having an efficient robot that has that can reliably work.
I've also learned to never overcomplicate the robot and its programming, because when you do too many things at once, try taking shortcuts, even though they may make your life easier, it's very hard to pull that stuff off and it won't work in
So you're
the
going to keep that, remember that next year?
Yeah.
So, in 1 minute, we have 1 minute. What are you going to tell me about your team? Anything to tell me that I should know?
Well, as a team, we were able to combine our strengths with the robot. Like, some of us knew how to program really well, so we could work on the program together and help others improve their programs. And others,
Who did you help?
well, we were in groups. So, like, I helped Janessa and Matthew.
Very good. All fun must come.
We're all shaking hands.
Oh, yeah. Now we're going to shake hands with parents. Next time I'll ask you that. Do you remember it? What is it? Keep it simple.
Thank you. Great. I know. I was saying I'm at Roosevelt now, so thank you.
Great, it's great to hear that.
Yes.
I was like, this is
I'm very happy. I know, I'm just right from the time that you did get to know me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's amazing how much parents I had here today, and family and everything. It truly shows the love and support that they have for you, and that's what's important. So I want you to use these last few minutes to give the positive vibes. The robot apparently must have been missing out on love, because we need to give it positive vibes, and then we'll have our last run. Don't worry right now about how much time, I just need you to go in and work forward. Okay? We need a hand in this, all right? We can do this. We've got this. Let's
And next is first place in project. That goes to Robotics Wizards. The reason that I have asked Robotic Wizards to stay up here, and if you can move over this way, Robotic Wizards came in 3rd place overall and will be going to the semifinals.